Hi, this is GST Basics tutorial for presentation. So from that slides, I want to explain GST basic class. What is the GST? What is the GST usage? And what is the tax slabs rates are available? And finally, how many types of tax payers in our GST portal? And what is the place of GST calculation methods? So from here, the article what defines GST, it will be shown here. GST is defined in Article 36612A. What does that mean? Any tax of supply of goods and service. It's not only for goods, not only for service, both. Expect taxes, supply of the alcoholic liquor for human consumption. Why? Because it will be charges another tax of government. Is goods based or service based? Normally we can calculate GST. So in that article, we define the definition of GST here. In that second slide, introduction, who is introduced and what's the advantages of and benefits of introducing. The GST introduced is, the topic is came from historic budget when it was budget preparation of a government, the dated of 28th February 2006. From that date, the GST concept will be arised. Finally, the finance minister announced when it will be implemented in our country is 1st April 2010. Whole over country, the GST will be same. The GST taxable, GST rules, tax calculation method, and tax paying method as is same. What is the GST portal and government what we are uploaded, it will be same format for everyone. And what is the advantages like benefits? We can easily calculate GST when it was understand. So easily implement. So no, there is no overcasting. Overcasting means from GST introduced before we are using VAT. It means value added tax. When the goods of purchase and when the goods of sales, we are calculating VAT. It means dual taxable. After the GST concept is using when the purchase will be done, after when the sales will be done, purchase tax input minus sales tax input equal to what the tax amount is arrived, we can pay the government. This is the basic rule of GST. So better to control and better to access. As each and every tax and tax rate and structure is all is equal. This is the main method of GST. Next, I have an invoice. From that invoice, how to bill will be generated, I want to explain. From in this invoice, I have a goods and I am providing service. There is a two-way. In any bill, there is a two-way of transaction. One is goods-based transaction. Another one is service-based transaction. How it will be generated basically? From goods-based transaction, I am taking the bill of 3 copies. Why? First one is I kept myself. That is called original. So why I want to kept? It means I want to file the IT returns for financial year ending and auditing purpose. I want to keep original bill copy for our what's the goodies transactions. Second one is duplicate. It will be using for I want to sending the goods. For example, I'm saying I want to sending the goods to the supplier. The transit place, we have any legal issue. We want to see we are the regular taxpayer, we are giving proper taxes, the goods have a proper license to transit. I want to explain in transit place. That's why I'm taking duplicate copy of the bill. Third one, triplicate. Finally, I was reached the supplier place. I want to give the copy of bill to supplier. What's the stock is giving, what's the quantity I was given to you, and what's the taxable amount, and what's the calculation of tax slabs. I want to explain throughout the bill copy. So this is the goods based three types of bill generating. So from the transport dealer, we can take e-way bill. This is also called duplicate copy of transporter. Next method, service based. From that service base, I don't have a goods. That's why I'm taking two bills only. One is for me for auditing purpose and filing ITC returns. Another one is for giving to my supplier. So this is the basic concept of goods and service giving bill oriented method. Next one is, what is GST number? From GST number, so I was registered in government portal to a new registration person. From that government giving to me 15 digit of unique number of our company. What is the 15 digit replicate? It means first two digit is was the place of registration. It indicates the state of place, and the next 10 digit when registration process was the PAN number is given, that the PAN number is followed by 10 digit, it will be shown here. Finally, the three digits of GST final three digit, it will be depends on government rules and regulations format. This is the basic structure of GST number 15th digit given to registered person. I am giving theory explanation from here. This is the basic pro forma of GST number. Next one is, what is HSN code? HSN code is abbreviated from Harmonized System of Nomenclature. It's defined under from GST. What is the use of HSN code? So internationally standard systems of name giving to HSN is a traded based products. So when the HSN code is displaying and when the HSS code is not displaying, or what's the replication of 2 digit and what's the replication of 4 digit, I'm explaining in the below table. From my annual turnover of our company, final annual turnover below 1.5 crores, I don't need to HSN code. The government will not in providing any HSN code. The between the range of 1.5 crores to 5 crores, between the range, the government provides 2-digit HSN code for our company. In any invoice bill copy, it will be shows 2-digit HSN code. Finally, 5 crores above the transaction of annual turnover, it will be shows 4-digit HSN code. So the abbreviations will be clear in HSN, and next is International Standard Systems of Name. HSN is under from GST concept. Next one is tables gives when the HSN code is needed and what are the slabs wise 2-digit number and 4-digit number it will be increased. This is basic knowledge of HSN code. Next one is, I have a place of transactions within the state and out of state. From here, I am taking tax of any purchase or sales. Within the state, of transactions of purchase and or sales, I am taking whole tax split into two types. The tax will be central government and state government, it will be split equally. And the GST tax invoices is out of state. Example, Tamil Nadu to Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu to Bangalore, like Bangalore to Tamil Nadu, reversing transactions, like whatever purchase or sales. It will be done in out of state. We can charge IGST. What is IGST means? Integrated Goods and Service Tax. It means what's the given slab rate, it will be fully charged in IGST tax. In the same pro forma, I will show in another method of chart. So ITC filing. When I was ITC filing, slab rate wise, I am taking the 0%, 5%, 12%, 18%, 28%. That is the slab rates of GST tax. It will be taxed within the state. The taxes will be splitted two types. Otherwise, the taxes will be totally forwarded in IGST. So utilized from three types of category. From here, CGST, IGST utilizing. From here, SGST, IGST utilized. From that only three categories we can utilize it. So it is a IT chargeable format of chart. Next topic is what is the old slab rate of tax percentage and what is the new rate of tax percentage. So GST rates in 2023 year. What are the categories? It will be low from old slab rate, increased from new slab rate. I was given in the chart. So old slab rate is low, present slab rate is increased. It we can see increased difference between the old to new. Next one, the GST rates in 2023 decreased slab rate. So old one is high, new one is low. It will be shows decreased slab rates. I want to explain next what are the slab rate wise goods assigned. I will give some examples here. From here, tax rates goods GST at 0%. So 0% goods are there in GST. Some goods necessity of human consumptions. That's why government not taking any taxes to the customer. For example, it's a natural milk, egg, curd, lassi. I'm giving list out the some stocks. It's under from zero taxable rates in GST concept. From here, unbranded paneer, unbranded maida, unbranded atta. It's making and it's selling. There is no any manufacturing dealers, packing details, and any stages are not here. It's a natural contents prepared someone and selling someone. So next stage is 5%. 5% goods. I was mentioned some goods here. Particularly, I want to explain packed paneer. Before the 0% tax slab, I was explained unpacked paneer. It means is a unpacked. There is no process stages of manufacturing and packing and distributing. There is no stages of supplying. From here, we want done stages of supply. That's why we are charging some taxes. So that is 5% tax. Again, 12% taxes I was mentioned here. From here, let's explain computers only. For example, only one thing. After practically, we can see more than differences in tax rates. Computer is a basic model, basic usage. From that only, I am calculating 12% tax. This goods we can understand is an example of goods only after 18% tax. From here, I was mentioned computer high range. It means basic model of computer and high models of computer, there is a difference. The advantages of our difference, it will be shows difference range of tax. So it will be, that's why we are getting normal model of computers and high range of computers. Finally, I have a 28% of tax. In every GST portal, 28% is depends on luxury items, entertainment item. For their own reason, they will take risk. This type of tax we can calculate at 28%. Example, small car, high-end motorcycle, so luxury items like BMW car, cigarettes, it's all are they have own beverages they're taking. From the tax includes, it will be charges some cess amount also. The between the 1 to 3% for small car, high-end motorcycle, it will be charged 15% plus cess. I will be explaining basic example. AC and fridge is not a need for normal humans. So it's the advantages of taking. This is the slab rates and I was given basic example goods of slab rate. Now I want to explain what is taxpayer and what's the types of taxpayer. Taxpayer. So I want to pay the tax to the government, but I am not giving monthly based. I am not filing this type and I am not doing this one, and I'm giving some privilegiations. That's why the splitting of taxpayer comes 5 types. Regular taxpayer. Normally, every company is regular type. Some companies only it will become composition taxpayer. From that company basically pays as an accountant regular taxpayer and composite taxpayer dealers only. Why? Because it's splitted into differentiated by amount variations of annual turnover only. Other 3 types of taxpayer we can see rarely. I want to explain first 2 topics clearly. Next 3 topics I want to explain what is what. So I want to explain regular taxpayer. This is most important and regularly we are filing GST portal. What is regular taxpayer? Registered person. So I was explaining above slide. Registration number, HSN code, and proper details of registration person. That the person is registered person. So he have a turnover of 20 lakh below. 20 lakh below, he considered as a normal registration person, section 22. So another one is registration, same registration person is a composite scheme, section 10. What is the difference between both? The turnover is less than 20 lakh. We want to register normal registration. Below the 10 lakh, it will becomes composition scheme, section 10. Normal registration person, he can change any month of the financial year from composite scheme. But the composite scheme dealer, they can't change suddenly any month in financial year. He can wait till the end of the financial year ending. After next financial year only he can shows up he is a normal registration person. I want to explain clearly. So, what is regular taxpayer? Regular taxpayers have some stages of forms in GST portal. He can file sales registration for every month, purchase registration for every month, and tax filing for every month. From that picture, I am explaining GST or 1 is related to sales. I am filing of April month of sale. I want to update to portal next month of before 10th day. I want to register all here. Next, what is GSTR2? The GSTR2 is a purchase details of our company. From here, we don't have any place to upload the purchase details in our portal. From our supplier, he can enter the sales from in our GST portal. My company shows it's a purchase. So it will be files April month details of purchase. It will be shows next month before the 15th. We have to clarify all the purchase of entries will be shown here. There is two options only. It will be shows in purchase viewable place. One is view, another one is download. Third one, GSTR 3. What are the purchases we are made? What are the sales we are made? It will be input tax, output tax minus how it will be equal for taxable amount. I want to file in GSTR 3. So when is the date of GSTR 3 filings? I want to file about April month. So May 20th before day, I want to file GSTR 3. And also 31st December, I want to file annual returns also for before year. Assessment year, annual returns, I want to file in GSTR 9. Every month I am filing regular taxpayer of sales, purchase, tax calculation. Finally, December 31st ends annual returns. This is both plus. We are entering in regular taxpayer. I will give one example of regular taxpayer. So input received, normal taxpayer, I am calculating 18% of GST. So I am calculating the GST tax. I am adding some additional cost. Additional cost means some profit from our business. What's the difference? Again, I am selling 27 rupees of taxable amount only I want to pay here. So what is the B2B and B2C? It's only for normal scheme explanation. I'm here 18% taxable input and 18% taxable output. And what's the ITC I want to pay? It's a clear out from supplier normal scheme. I want to explain B2B, B2C. B2B means business to business. What is business to business? My company is registered to government. I am taking proper registered number. I am filing monthly returns for every month in the financial year. Same prospects done in opposition of my supplier or my customer is called, is also business transaction doing. That's why my transaction is done business to business. I have a registration number of GST and my supplier also have a registration person. So in the pro forma, it will be shows business to business. Otherwise, I want some goods from unregistered dealer. He's not a registered. He's not a limited proper ITC limits. That's why he no need to register his company. I want to buy the product from him. Now my company is registered, but my supplier company is not registered. In that point of view, I'm using B2C. So B2C concept, how it's calculated in the pro forma, it will be explains you. So it's a understandable, easy pro forma format. Now here I am explaining input tax credit and collected output tax supplies. It will be depends on B2B transaction and B2C transactions. And my next topic is same as per was the procedures of form government will be provided for composite dealer, not for normal. Composite dealers. Composite dealers cannot file sales registration, purchase registration documents, and IT returns for every month because the turnover is very low. That's why they can file quarterly for IT returns. Quarterly means per year, 4 quarters. 3 months equal to 1 quarters. So 4 quarters per year, he can file IT returns of composite registered person. The section quarterly returns under from 38(2). So in GSTR portal, we can see GSTR 4 form. What is the date of filing date? 18th of the next month of quarter. So my quarters is April, May, June. I want to file July 18th before date of filing. Now you can understand, but normal taxpayer there can pay GSTR 1, GSTR 2, GSTR 3 for every month repeated same forms. From composite registered person, there can file 3 months once only GSTR 4. Plus, annual returns is common for normal registration and composite registration. So it's form of GSTR 9A. The date is same from normal and composite, 31st December subsequent year. This is common for normal and composite. We can understand. The composite and normal taxpayer have some advantages of composite registered person. It depends on turnover based. Next one, same example, what I was given in supplier normal scheme, the same amount structure will be forwarded from composite dealer. How it will be calculated, I want to explain here. So when I was purchased goods, I am not paying any tax. At the same way, when I was sales, I am not taking any tax here. So that's the pro forma I was given. Same as it is, same amount in normal distributing. I'm here only explaining what is the fluctuations and what's the differences from B2B and B2C. Same for composition suppliers. Okay. Next one. From composites registered person, there have a within state purchase or sales, out of state purchase or sales, and imported goods of purchase of sales. There is a types of places is mentioned here. It inward supply. So there is take no input tax credit. From outward supplies, there is no GST collecting, there is no tax invoice through the bill. And main important thing, there is no limitation of 1.5 crores below. There is no HSN code also. I was explained HSN code before the slide. So we can understand now. Next slide. I'm explaining forms displaying in GST portal. What are the forms? What are the applicability usage of form? And what is the type of form that one? And deadline of filing form date. Before I was explained what is GSTR 1. It's related to sales bills invoices. GSTR 2, purchase bill invoices. So outwards, sales related, inwards, purchase related. When the deadline, 10th, when the deadline, 10th to 15th. Next slide. Some more forms. GSTR 3, monthly returns. So monthly returns filing. was the deadline? 20th of next month. What is your GSTR 4? Is a composite dealers can do quarterly returns. So these four topics, GSTR 1, GSTR 2, GSTR 3 and GSTR 4 I was explained before the slide. GSTR 5 is inwards and outward supplies. What are the inward supplies and what are the outward supplies? So is related for only non-registered person. From above all the transactions is registered to registered person. But GSTR 5 is related to registered to non-registered person. What is GSTR 6? Is related to ISG. I will explain ISG. ISG means imports of your goods. Next slide, I will explain ISG. GSTR 7. So it's related whole details of tax detected at source. As it is GSTR 8 is related to tax collected at source. Finally, we have two forms. GSTR 9, annual returns. So last year annual returns, we want to file present year 31st December before the date. That's the given here. Next is included of casual tax persons also. What is casual tax person? I will explain next slide. GSTR 10. What is GSTR 10 means? Final returns. So any cancellations, any pendings, we can prepare final returns from GSTR 10. Next, casual taxpayer. I will explain 5 types of taxpayer. One is regular taxpayer, second composite taxpayer. I am taking more classes of regular and composition taxpayer. Why? Because we are filing that type of taxpayer only regularly in financial year ending. For casual taxpayer is also one of the taxpayer, but his business is occasionally tax. What is the occasionally means? I have a season business. From summer season, I am selling juice beverages like that. Winter season, I am selling hot bags, hot puffs like that. So from that only my business will be comes gain in that duration. From that only I getting income more than when tax payable limitation. From that only we using casual taxpayer. It depends not only for goods, it's a service based also. For example, service based in India, we have a specific month of marriages. In that month, so many marriages are done same date and daily, every day of that month, we are conducting marriages. From that only, we are arranging catering, we are arranging decoration persons. So like that. In that time, service providing is demandable. From that person, there can file casual taxpayer under comes here. So I will explain casual taxpayers, how it will be comes here. So next slide, ISG, fourth one, taxpayer, fourth type, input service distributor. Input service distributors, I am purchasing within the state, Mumbai, A Limited, within the state of X, Mumbai branch. So, I am taking the goods within the state of A to X from 10,000 plus GST. Now, I have a branch of another state of Bangalore. So, from here, I am not transferring goods for others from same company for different branch on different state. From that concept, we are using input service distributor. The theoretically explanation of example is clear now. And one more chart example, same state we can change CGST, SGST Act. So CGST includes IGST, CGST. Why? Because it will be branch difference and state difference, but we can't giving sales bill or purchase bill. It's a transferable of branches only. In different state, then we can calculate IGST. So it's the basic pro forma of ISD. Finally, we have a fourth type of taxpayer, sales unit. Sales unit means we have a exports of goods. The exports of goods related supply to seas, supply from seas. We have a economic zone, special economic zone permission only we can done here on the transaction. So from that DTA others. So DTA have experts and exempt the handles of seas. So what is experts? From shipping concept, we are using this concept. So shipping concept, some seized goods are there. So it will be destroy some lifetime also. From that time, we are using sales. It will be sending outside import of another state, another place. It will be indicates IGST payable. This is the basic types. Now my class is explained what is the basic articles, starts onwards articles, definitions giving, and second one, what is the introductions year and benefits, what is the tips, purchase, sales, input credit, output credit, what are the place of we are doing transactions, depends of CGST, IGST, SGST, it depends place of transactions, how its invoice will be generated of bill copy, what is the GST number format. Next one is what is HSN code. Next, what is interstate and what is intrastate. The taxes, how it will be split. And the ITC for filing, how it will be same format we will done. I am explaining here. And what is the increased tax rate before old to new 2023. And what is the decreased tax slab. And tax slab wise, I was explained 0%, 5%, 12%, 18%, 28%. So finally, what are the tax types in our GST portal? Mainly, we are discussing regular taxpayer, composite taxpayer. What is the regular taxpayer? What is the composite taxpayer? I am giving both differentiation here. After normal registration persons was the forms is filling in GST portal, I am explaining here, and what is the deadline, what is the step-by-step procedure he is filing here. I am giving best examples of normal registration person. So it is quick understanding, and also one option will be increased, what is B2B and what is B2C. Business to business, business to others. As it is, what is the forms is entering in composite dealers? What is the procedure of filing composite dealers? As it is same, what is the normal taxpayer example? Same, it will be comes to composite dealer. How it will be deals, I am explaining here. Aspects of B2B and B2C also. Next, the places will be changed. How to handle in composite dealer. I am explaining basic pro forma. How it will be interstate or intrastate imported goods. How it will be GST taxable. How it will be output GST, input GST. The basic pro forma, easy understandable. I am uploading here. And what are the forms are here in GST portal, and what is applicability, what is the type, and what is the deadline of filing each forms. I am explaining in 3 slides. And GSTR 1 to GSTR 10. What is casual taxpayer? So casual taxpayer, what is the meaning? And I am giving the best example here. Next, input service distributor. What is the in between the branch, was the transaction and was the invoices changes will be done or not? I am explaining it here. I am explaining another chart of IST. So it will be clear within the state and out of state. So finally, the fifth type of taxpayer says it will be depends on import, shipped items, and import of local places and import and exports of other states. It will be how to enter. I am explaining here. So from that slides, I want to explain little topic of what is GST and what is IGST. From here slide, I am not mentioned IGST. Sorry, I am not mentioned IT returns and GST. I want to explain GST and IT returns. From every company filing monthly basics or quarterly basics tax from GST basics, IT returns is for a person basics, is related to person basics. The person limitations of government given slab, it will be increased. The percentage of tax amount will be charged. He can detect some form providing for ATC or some other forms. Example, I'm saying ATC. It's called tax detection at source. From that point only, we can have possible of detection of tax. The IT tax, we can't transfer to others. Why? Because the responsible person only who's the earning the amount, there can only pay the IT filing. GSTR is a concept of company oriented. Company oriented meanings we are have single sole trader and partnership. So association person, like that. Any person we can done here only. So income tax limitation. So income tax is charged on salary based, house property based, property from the business, income from capital gain. We can charge IT charges from that prospect only. So GST. GST is annual income turnover is based from. In that main point, GST, we can detect from some state like Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand. There is a 10 lakh turnover per year. We can charge GST. Special category companies state 20 lakh turnover per year we can charge. What is the mandatory? Mandatory means TDS, TTS detection, online data access retrieval services, all things we can done here only. Guys, we can understand that basic concepts of GST. I'm explaining this all things so we can understand, I think so. Thank you.